that fund you're trying to raise, I mean, $350 million, how close are you? Are you there yet?
The fundraising conversations are always on. So we aren't ready to announce anything yet, but I think once we will definitely let you guys know.
What do you want to do with that fund? What's the plan?
I think if you look at the India market, it's only 2 cars per 100 people. So it's massively underpenetrated. And this I'm talking about the car ownership in India. Right? Now compare this to the US or to Europe, where the car ownership is 500 cars to 800 cars per 1,000 people. So India is at a very early stage in terms of where the car ownership is. And we believe that pre-owned cars are a great way to drive car ownership in India. And hence, we have a long way to go. We want to use capital to continue build the market and build the infrastructure to support the growth of the car ownership in India.
Vikram, tell me, how is the market itself? We've seen what happened in the States, where there was a huge explosion in used car prices, and part of the reason there was this global chip shortage has really made supply a problem. What are you seeing in India?
Interestingly, I think few OEMs have been talking about it in India as well now, that in the coming months, they expect the new car production to be cut dramatically, and I think that will definitely have a rise in the demand for used cars. We haven't seen the chip shortage impacting the market till now, but it appears that going forward, like next 6 months, we are going to see a pretty big impact of that.
Right. Of course, some of these reasons that we're seeing shortages of new vehicles is also down to COVID. COVID had another impact. People didn't want to travel on public transport, and they boosted, of course, single car journeys instead. So car demand went up. When this is all behind us, do people go back to using the bus and perhaps not have as much interest in having a car in the future?
Yeah, no, I think in India, the challenge of car ownership is to do with the affordability and not with the people choosing not to own a car. As I said, the car ownership in India is amongst lowest in the world. We have 20 car owners per 1,000 people. So it's really, really low compared to any other geography that you can think of, even the other emerging markets. So I think in India, the car ownership is an affordability problem than anything else. COVID has definitely made people more sensitive towards owning a car faster. And I think pre-owned cars are a great way to drive car ownership because, they are fundamentally much, much more affordable compared to buying a new car. The prices could be 30 to 70% lower than owning a new car. So I think we are at a great spot in India where COVID has created sort of people looking to buy a car. But also there is much more fundamental challenge in India that we are solving, which is the fundamental car ownership is very low, and pre-owned cars allow people to actually start owning a car.
Vikram, I'm just wondering, will the government's scrappage policy affect prices going forward, the prices for resale cars?
I think the scrappage policy and other such initiatives are actually great for the car business because people now realize that the cars have a end of life, and at that point you need to sort of put that car aside and get a new one. So I think it allows for more terms of the car, and that's great for the pre-owned car market as well, because I think there is just more awareness amongst car owners that that there's a finite life of the car, and at that point they have to sort of go and get a next car which is newer.